welcome back to the Nifty Scrapbooker. Today we're going to be looking at some new dies from Outlaws Incorporated, a company I work for and design for. So we're going to be doing a Halloween layout today. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a black piece of paper. This is going to be our background paper. But what I've done is a special technique on this paper. As you can see, it has all this depth and dimension to it. And all I did was took a piece of this magnetic mesh or sticky mesh. I put it on the paper wherever I wanted to do, laid it down. And then what I did is I took a dauber with some white pigment ink and scratched over the surface. Then peeled it up, placed it down again, and did the same thing. And I did that all over this piece of paper. That gives us our nice layout that we have today. This nice background piece. Now, one of the first things I'm going to show you is this goo. Nice for a Halloween layout. As you see, I've already have it cut out. But this was cut out with two different dies. One is an old die that we have, an older die that we have called Radio Waves. As you see, I used this version of the Radio Waves right here to make this light green die cut out. See, there we go. So that's with our Radio Waves. However, we have a new die set that came out called Beach Waves. And I used this one off of Beach Waves and used it to cut out this one. So that's how we got this nice gooey slime coming down. And what I did is I took each of these die, cut them out. These are 12-inch die. So I took a 12-inch piece of paper and was able to cut out this nice border die with the Beach Waves and with the Radio Waves. So we're just going to put those back in their container here. And put our Radio Waves back away. As you can see, these come with 3 dies a piece. So you get, for one price, you get all 3 dies. Like here's Radio Waves. So you get this nice curve here and this curve here, as well as that funky curve there. So those are the great way to implement and layer these 2 dies. So what I'm going to do is, I've done that, and then I've taken some vintage photo, and I've inked the edges of this goo. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our tape gun and we're going to tape this down. And we want to make sure these little lines don't come up, so we're going to glue those down, those little drips that we have, and we're just going to lay this at the top of this piece of paper all the way across. Excuse me if I get my head in the way. And then we're going to take that's our darker green we put on the bottom. We're going to take our lighter green here. And let's see, we'll grab some of these little, so we don't need to tuck anything under these. So we're going to put a good amount of adhesive on here. We want those to stay down fast. Take this to the top center and line that right up there along the top. Oops. There we go. And there we have that nice border at the top that has that ooze coming down. Now, another cool border we have out now is our arsenic. As you see, we have 2 different kinds of skull borders for Halloween. We have this one with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 larger skulls over top. And then we have this one with the 10 skulls, which has a larger skull, a small, large, small, large, small, large, small, large, small. And so what I did is I took this one and I cut it out. There are 4 dies in this set. I'll just show them to you real quick. And for each border, there are 2 dies. So you have the one that does the skull and crossbones, and you have the one that does the border. So what I did is I cut out the border in gray, as you can see here, and I cut out this in off-white to kind of make it look a little older. So that's our arsenic number 1 die set. And we have an arsenic 2. I'll be showing in another video. It's a border die too also. So this is going to actually go at the bottom of our border of our paper here. So we're just going to take some adhesive and we're just going to put a strip on each head there. That should adhere that down good enough. I'm going to kind of center it right there. And there's the bottom of our paper. Now what I simply did here is I simply took 2 pieces of orange and 2 pieces of purple stripe paper. And I have made a photo mat. So this is the mat, this is the photo mat, and then you do a picture just slightly smaller for the inside of that. I got them to coordinate. So we're just gonna center these on these purple mats. And as you see, I edged them with the Vintage Photo by Tim Holtz. We're going to be doing that with this one as well. And what we're going to do is I made this a 1/2 inch bigger. So it's a 1/4 inch bigger on all 4 sides. So I wanted some beef to it. And we're going to just go ahead and glue these on down on our paper. With this, I designed it so the stripes are all going down. So we're going to put the stripes down on here, and it just fits above the skulls and below the goo. There we go there. Oop, I got that a little, see, this is a little forgiving. Got that a little crooked on there. Let's pay attention to the side here so we don't get it crooked. Okay, get about 1/4 inch away from the wall there. There we go. That looks much better. And we're going to go ahead and take this one and put the adhesive on it. I wanted to keep this video short, so what we did is we pre-cut everything, and then we're just adhering everything together. And we'll do about 1/4 inch from the edge and 1/4 inch between each other. We'll get this laid down here, right above those skulls. Now we have this page here, this section here that we don't have anything on. The neat thing about that is we have another set called Poison. And this Poison set includes a larger skull and crossbones single, a smaller crossbones and skull that's smaller, a radioactive sign, and the word poison with the border as well as each letter cuts out. And so that's that set. And as I said, that is called Poison. It'll be available on our website, outlawsdies.com. So what we're going to do is I've already cut those out. There I have the Poison, and there's my little skull and crossbones. We're going to go ahead and adhere that onto here. Now the best thing I have in my possession that I use on these little letters and these little skull and crossbones is I use art glitter glue. There's a Bear glue that's out that's really good. Whatever kind of glue you use, it needs to be a permanent glue, and it needs to have this really fine tip so you can do some smaller things like this little skull and crossbones right here we're going to put down. We can use my tape gun for it. We're just going to put a couple of pieces on there, and we're going to just sit this right beside our Poison. And there we go. We have this great Halloween layout with using Outlaws dies. And we hope you come back for another installment to see some more of our dies and the ways we can use these dies different ways. As you notice, we used our Halloween dies that we have out, but we also used this die here, which was not a Halloween die. It was our radio waves die to make a Halloween layout. So we're going to show you how to cross-promote these products and use these for something. I think this, if you cut this out here, just the bottom bones, that would be awesome on maybe a dog page for your dog. And we're going to show you some other ways to do things too. So stay tuned, and we'll see you later. Bye.